A South Dakota conservative political operative tied to a Russian agent has been sentenced to 7 years in federal prison for a separate fraud case.
Paul Erickson pleaded guilty to bilking investors of more than $1 million in a bogus housing project in the Bakken oil fields in North.
Hey, lovely viewers, welcome to our channel Shows Update. NCIS shocker. Sedona man arrested for $178 million fraud amidst showrunner's big reveal. In a stunning turn of events, the NCIS team has arrested a Sedona resident on federal charges of wire fraud and money laundering, with allegations reaching a jaw-dropping $178 million. As the scandal unfolds, NCIS fans are also buzzing about the showrunner's latest revelation regarding a key character's absence, promising to reshape the series in unexpected ways. Stay tuned as the drama intensifies both on and off screen. NCIS showrunner dishes on dealing with this character's absence. Dying to know how the NCIS team is dealing with a certain team member's departure? We've got all the answers. Executive producer Stephen D. Binder recently revealed to TV Insider Special Agent Jessica Knight and Chief Medical Examiner Jimmy Palmer are still adjusting into the new normal of not being together after Palmer broke up with Knight following her California job offer. Jimmy is dating, Binder continued. We're going to learn a little bit about that. He's been busy as a single man, that will make an appearance in the most inopportune time. In the premiere, Knight encounters a very serious problem involving her skills as a hostage negotiator. There's certain things you never do, and that's what she does. As a result, her and Jimmy are going to get a chance to have part 2 of the conversation that we didn't see in the finale. He shared that, while Knight and Palmer are both still hurting from the breakup, they're behaving while they work together. Binder also revealed how Torres is handling Knight's absence. Poor Torres. Every time he gets a family member, they leave, the producer shared. He goes undercover with some bad people and it doesn't work out well. He gets into a lot of trouble. He's on this road of undercover loner, not really having relationships. Where does that road lead? Binder continued, Knight leaving inspired a chain reaction of events. McGee applies for a deputy director position in Colorado to move up in the world. A lot of the fans have wondered why he hasn't done so. It's an open position and it will be filled by the end of the G premiere episode. Casey's smarting a little bit from Knight being gone. Papa Bird Parker has an empty nest in the squad room. He wants his team back but very quickly gets embroiled in something that Knight gets into trouble with. This case will bring our team back together on one level, not necessarily. Yay! We're all back here in NCIS, but paths will cross, Binder promised. In an interview with Us Weekly, Binder said Season 22's motto is to take it to the limit. A lot of things were resolved, and some new things were opened up, some character cliffhangers, but we wanted to resolve the case, he said. Cliffhangers are titillating but also aggravating. We were less aggravating and gave the audience some peace. The rest of the NCIS crew are giving some hints about what fans can expect from upcoming episodes, too. Wilmer Valderrama, who plays Torres, told The Hollywood Reporter, I think the fans always worry. The fans are so passionate about NCIS. I would say this, that in Season 22, the contribution these writers have done to the show is just invaluable. We're playing a lot more with personal journeys for our characters, he continued. This season will be a little bit more humorous, definitely a lot more emotionally driven for our lead characters, and perhaps, they're going to be in major danger. Season 21 of NCIS left fans on the edge of their seats with a huge cliffhanger, and the writers don't plan on holding anything back in Season 22. Season 21 ended with a bang as an intense showdown with a perp was overshadowed when Special Agent Jessica Knight, Katrina Law, was asked to fill the role of Camp Pendleton's new React teacher, Movie Guide reported. Though this role meant saying goodbye To the NCIS team she has grown to love, along with putting her relationship with Jimmy Palmer in danger, she had to say yes, for personal reasons. While what Knight and Palmer's relationship will look like is still under wraps, Binder did reveal some of the things he hopes to see in the new season. "I would like to see some unusual pairings, characters that aren't usually together finding ways to put them together," he said. "I think that would be interesting for the actors for sure, for the writers, and hopefully, for the audience. I'm just riffing now, but you don't usually see the director and Jimmy Palmer in an episode together, things like that. The second thing I want to do is, there's the cliché where an actor says, 'My character wouldn't do that, I want to do that,' extreme things, not just like, 'My character wouldn't eat pasta,'" he continued. "I want to put these characters in situations that make them do things they wouldn't normally do, but because of the situation we see them doing it. That would also be interesting to see and to write and to play. Now more than ever we're bombarded by darkness in media, movies, and TV. Working within Hollywood to propel uplifting and positive content. We are a crowd-funded organization, supported by people like you. These are some of the reasons why our supporters choose to give." NCIS arrests Sedona man for $178 million in federal wire fraud and money laundering charges. A Sedona man who was arrested while walking his dog on Dry Creek Road on Thursday, September 5, by plainclothes agents with the Naval Criminal Investigative Service was indicted on Monday, September 9, on federal wire fraud and money laundering charges filed by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Oregon. Eric Lee Carnezes, 34, was taken to the Sedona police station, but Sedona police and multiple City of Sedona officials did not respond to inquiries made hours after his arrest on September 5, attempting to confirm his detention, see editor's note at the end of the story. A 23-count federal superseding indictment unsealed on Monday charges Carnezes, Linisha Wells, 47, and Nakia Bennett, 43, both of Chula Vista, California, and Frederico Williams, 48, of San Diego, for conspiring with one another and others to devise and carry out a scheme to defraud the U.S. Small Business Administration of at least $178 million in small businesses loans during the COVID-19 pandemic. The charges include conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and conspiracy to commit money laundering, crimes punishable by up to 20 years in federal prison, 3 years supervised release, and fines of up to $250,000 or twice the gross gains or losses resulting from the offense. According to the indictment, from January 2021 through at least March 2022, Carnezes allegedly carried out a scheme that used recruiters, including Williams, to gather fraudulent business information from customers, including Wells and Bennett, before using that information to submit fraudulent Paycheck Protection Program loan applications to the SBA. To facilitate the scheme, Carnezes and his co-conspirators allegedly created fictitious documents to support their fraudulent loan applications, including false payroll information and tax documents. Carnezes allegedly submitted or caused to be submitted at least 1,300 PPP applications, which together attempted to obtain at least $178 million from SBA. Approximately $105 million in loans were funded as a result of these fraudulent applications. On Friday, September 6, Carnezes pleaded not guilty at his initial appearance in District of Arizona Federal Court. In a detention hearing held September 10, Carnezes was released on conditions pending his arraignment in the District of Oregon on Tuesday, September 24. Bennett and Wells were arraigned in the District of Oregon on August 23 and 29, respectively. Both were released on conditions pending a 3-day jury trial scheduled to begin on February 11. Williams will be arraigned in Oregon on Friday, September 20. This case was investigated by the NCIS, the SBA Office of Inspector General, IRS Criminal Investigation, and the U.S. Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration. The cases are being prosecuted by Meredith Bateman and Robert Trisato, assistant U.S. attorneys for the District of Oregon. According to an interview episode titled "Oh, From Prison to Freedom After Trauma" on the Think Unbroken podcast, hosted by Michael Anthony, Karnezis said his parents were arrested on drug charges when he was in middle school, leading to him and his twin brother entering the foster care system, where they reportedly suffered from abuse and homelessness, turning to drugs, robbery, and alcohol. Karnezis was later arrested for armed robbery. After getting out of the prison system, Karnezis stated on his website that he became a successful entrepreneur, a passionate thrill-seeker, committed philanthropist who uses his success to give back to the community. Sharing his life experiences through memoirs and podcasts, hoping to inspire others to persevere through challenges and find purpose in their lives. Karnezis bought a West Sedona home and a vacant home parcel in 2023. He published a memoir, Golden Scissors, Tales of Resilience, on March 30, 2024, for which he has been conducting podcasts and interviews. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.